Thanks for joining me for another video. Today's video, I'm off to St Maughild's well. Right, here I am today at St Maughild's church in the parish of Maughold. That's the church itself. We're just going to take the path round to the right here and go to the cross house first. This is the cross house. There's a lot of ancient crosses from around the island kept here. We'll have a look. Not all in good condition. Some of the crosses are broken, but considering the age of them, it's hardly a surprise. Some of the crosses are quite small, like that. It's probably about a foot high. Some are about, like this one here. They're a good 5-6 feet high. It's just going to continue around the path up and to the left there. Yes, we follow the path round. I'll just give you a quick insight into who St Maughold was. He's our patron saint on the Isle of Man. I only found that out last year because he was just never discussed when we were at school or anything. But he was a contemporary of St Patrick, and he was from Ireland himself. And he was a well-known criminal over there. He sought the error off his ways, converted to Christianity, and legend has it he was put in a coracle and set on the sea, and his fate would take him to wherever. I mean, it was effectively a death sentence, I would have thought, but as it was, he came ashore on the Isle of Man and he was welcomed by the brethren here from the monastery. And he later became one of the earliest bishops here on the island. So he'd completely changed his life around. This point here, this is the memorial to the lost aircrew who were killed here in Maughold. This memorial is to 4 American airmen: Flight Lieutenant Maughold, Pilot Officer Hugh McCall, Pilot Officer Roy Stout and Pilot Officer William White from the American Eagle Squadron, who were killed in air crashes in the parish on the 8th of October 1941. This memorial was placed by the Manx Aviation Preservation Society, dedicated on the 13th of October 1996 by the Reverend David Green, who was then the Vicar of Maughold. This rather impressive memorial is to Hall Caine, the famous novelist. This is Maughold Parish War Memorial, lest we forget. There's also this splendid bench where you can just sit and reflect. Right, we're going to go through this gate now. We're not going to follow the public way 512 of the Radnor Follion. We're going to follow the one straight ahead. Looking back, you can see the gate where I came through and the church there. But I've got to say, the view is absolutely splendid. Right, we're going here up the left. Just going to follow the Radnor Follion. After no time at all, you're over the hump here, and then we're going to head in, not to that gate there, the one straight ahead. The gate to the left, if you follow that takes you round to Ramsey. It's a nice walk, but we're heading down to the well, so we're going through this, like I said, we're going through this gate straight ahead of us here. It's just a grassy path, but it's easy enough to walk on. It's nice. And then it drops down towards the coast. It's hard to make out, but the path gets quite steep down here now. So just watch yourself as you go down. Like I mentioned earlier, that other path, you might be able to make out. It's up there. And then you got the view of out towards Ramsey there. Yeah, the path keeps dropping down here. It's not too far, it's only a few hundred yards to go till you get to the bottom. But it is a bit tricky underfoot if you're not careful. Sorry. But this gives you an idea what it's like. Whoever cut all the grass back, thank you very much indeed. We'd be full of bracken otherwise. And then we just nip through this gate here and carry on down the path. Someone, I don't know if you can make them out there. Doing a bit of a boat. Enjoying themselves. Yeah, it's only a short walk. And we come to the well. Here it is. The water's quite clear, there's no running water at the moment. But you can see people have been here before. There's a little cross there. There's a stone with a cross shape on it. There's some money being left there as well. That's the remains of a cross. And someone's laid flowers here. So it's still visited. Like a lot of these ancient sites, there's a lot of folklore about them. Some of it is, if you drink the water, it'll cure all sorts of ailments and one thing or another. I doubt that's true anyway, but you know. Another one is, if you wash your hair with it, your hair will grow back. I tried that last year, it doesn't work. Another boat out there enjoying themselves in this weather. Don't blame them. Right, I'm going to head back. You get more of an idea. You know, I said it was steep. Probably get more of an idea on the way back. But it's only a short walk. It's what, 5 minutes, so that's all. But if you want to go on somewhere different off the beaten path, have a look down here. I'll tell you this much, the walk up's a lot harder. It's good though. As you can see, we're in the graveyard or cemetery, whichever you wish to call it. This is also the site of a monastery, probably formed in about the 7th century, and they're not sure when it finally dissolved, probably about the 11th. This is part of an old keel from the monastery days. The walls themselves are older, and there's an old well in the corner, but that wasn't built till 1900 apparently. So we're not too sure how old the well is either, but like I said, it was an important monastic site here. In the cemetery there's several Commonwealth war graves. This is one to Private Keenan, Royal Defence Corps. He died 22nd of January 1919, aged 34. He was probably guard at Knockalo at the time. I don't know for definite, but that's the Royal Defence Corps. That was part of their job, lest we forget. Another Commonwealth war grave, Driver J.T. Carouche, Royal Army Service Corps, 13th January 1919. Church is open, so I'm going to go in. It's just a small church. But there's plenty of information here about the church itself and St Maughold. This is a memorial to Private Robert Elliot Allen. He was an advocate in Douglas, but he was from Bellevue and Maughold. He joined the 9th Lancers and he was killed on May the 24th, 1915. He not long arrived on the front before his death. His body was never recovered after the war, and he's remembered on the Menin Gate. Well, thanks for joining me today. It's not one of my usual videos. I thought I'd do something a bit more historical for a change instead of miles and miles. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. If you've got any ideas what you'd like me to do in another video, just put it in the comments. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. Hope you see you again.